Hello, Portland families. This is Chris Conner, the principal at Westwood. I wanted to make a quick video to walk you through a little bit of Google Classroom. I'm going to do a real quick tutorial about signing into Google Classroom and a potential pitfall you might have. And then we're going to get into Google Classroom, look around a couple of them, and then make sure we focus on just how do you turn in assignments. Now, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. I am by no means a video producer or a tech expert, so please bear with me a little bit. But you can see from where I'm at, I'm on the Google main page. I got there by just typing in www.google.com. From there, I'm going to click on Sign In up in the right-hand corner. Now, one of the potential issues you could have is right here. It's important when your child is signing into Google Classroom that they're the only person signed into Google. If I was, you notice how everybody's signed out right now, but if I had my own personal Google account signed in, it can just get funny because Google Classroom is registered specifically to your child. So you wanna make sure that everybody else is signed out and then go through the sign in process with your students. So I'm gonna pull up my daughter, Addison, and you can notice right now her email address is already typed in there because I've been in there before for her. But if not, it's super important that you have this part. At school, a lot of the kids, they just type like A.G. Kenroy and it works fine. But at home, they need to put the @student.portlandk12.org. If they do that, they'll be great. So then they're going to enter their password. See if I can do this right. And hit next. And it's gonna, you'll know they're signed in because it's gonna, this logo's, I mean, her name is Addie, so she has an A right there. All right, from there, how do you get to Google Classroom? So you click on this waffle button. It's gonna bring up a bunch of things that are in your G Suite, and you're gonna scroll until you find Google Classroom. So we're gonna click on Google Classroom. And that's going to bring you into all of the classes in which your child is enrolled. I added a couple in here just so I can show you the differences in maybe how a couple classrooms look like. So we'll start with the one she's in right now in second grade. So we click on the classroom. And that's going to pull up the main page or the stream of your child's Google Classroom. In here, teachers can post things. You can comment on them. It's going to, you can see here, there's some new assignments that were posted, so on and so forth. So it's kind of like a news feed in Facebook almost. It shows everything going on in your Google Classroom. One of the most important things that I want to touch though on this video is this classwork tab. This is where you should be going to find everything your child needs to do. Clicking on these, while it can work if you do it right, it can also lead to a little bit of confusion. So I recommend clicking on the classwork tab. And that's going to show everything that has been assigned to your child up to this point. The color coding over here on the left has to deal with if it's been submitted or not. So we're going to click on week 1 math packet because that's something they're working on this week. And in there, it's going to drop down and you want to click on the actual assignment. You know it's personalized to your child. Open it up. And from here, you can work through the entire document answering questions. Now, the important thing to know with, this is actually Google Slides that we're working in right now, is that in Google, everything saves automatically. So when you type in something, if I was to go in this text box and make something, you'll notice up here it says saving, and it'll say all changes saved in the drive. So every time that you type something in there, it is automatically saving it. So that's really, it's really slick. Now, here's where one of the things where you can get yourself or get it a little messed up. In here, sometimes we're thinking we need to send, hit share or something like that to give it to the teacher. You don't need to do anything with this button. You'll never need to share the document with your teacher or anyone really. So you'll just go through and work on the day's assignment. Yesterday they had to do these 2 pages. So she did them, and you notice though, these are still empty, and that's okay. She isn't going to turn this assignment or turn this in until everything is done. But again, she did this yesterday, and you can see how it's still saved today. So When it is all done, you're going to exit out of this tab, go back here, and oops, let me see. Go, so like I said, I'm not a tech director, but you click on this where it says View Assignment, and you would click on this Turn In button. When it does that, it's going to let your teacher know that they're done and that they turned it in. Okay, so I hope that helped. You don't need to hit share. This is how you turn in assignments on Google Classroom. All right, so we're going to exit out of here, go back, and we're going to switch classrooms to another one. Put it here. So you can see it's a little, this teacher, they've posted a few, I think there's a video in there or an image. Again, think of this kind of like that on Facebook, you have like that mainstream right there that has places where people can comment and everything. Looks pretty similar. Again, though, classwork, and you can see this, there's a, it's the third grade room. We have a few different things in there, but down at the bottom, you're still going to notice this commonality of week 1 and all the different assignments that are associated with it. So we'll try, math week 1 over here. View assignment. Give it a second. There we go. So you can see where so we want to remember it's personalized. Click on Addison Kenroy, and it pops up the math for the week. So there's different places they can go through, type in answers, so on and so forth. Now, one of the things that I know my daughter's done, and probably your kids have done too, is they get typing in here, and these are all text boxes, and it's super easy to delete a text box. When they do it, there's nothing they can type in that box. So I want to show you real quick how easy it is to insert a text box. One of the things you can do is just copy this by right-clicking on it, hit copy, and then hit paste and drag it over, right? So you can do it that way. Or you can go up here to insert text box, and you can draw a new text box back in that box just by clicking on the left button, cursor button, and drawing it, and you can type away. So that's a real easy solution. Again, we're never using the share button. When we're done, it's automatically saving. We are exiting out after the entire document has been finished. We exit out, go back here, and click on Turn In, and that'll go right to your teacher. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your classroom's teacher or to me. I'd be happy to help you any way I can. Thanks for being patient. This is all brand new for all of us. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Stay safe, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.